Karma Music Podcast. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, welcome to Sound Karma Song Spotlight episode 73. I'm your host, Big Zach. We're showcasing this week's top 9 indie music tracks. We'll tell you a little bit about each artist, and then we'll play a quick sample of each track. If you have a track you'd like to submit for a future Song Spotlight, you can. We'll let you know how to do that at the end. All right, here we go. We're starting this week's show with one of the most talented pop artists we've heard. ANDYVA is a super talented singer, writer, and producer from the Netherlands. It was a talent that he didn't really consider pursuing at first, though, you know? It really took a nudge, or probably more like a big shove, from friends and colleagues who heard something really special in his voice. He didn't hear it. They recognized that he had special talents that couldn't be ignored. And you know, to be honest, friends aren't the only ones who agreed. ANDYVA has been fortunate to work with people like John Douglas, whose resume includes collaborations with legendary artists like John Legend, Tina Turner, and George Michael. So to work with people like that, you've got to have huge talent. ANDYVA does. He's been working on his new album in the Netherlands. He's planning to relocate to LA early next year and continue the album from here in Southern California. And we all can't tour right now. However, when we're all clear to safely return to touring and live shows, we will be the first in line for tickets. We probably shouldn't say anything, but right before we recorded the show, he shared with us a brand new mix of his brand new power ballad he's working on. It's really good. I mean, really good. That should be out probably January-ish. We'll share that when it's ready. This is ANDYVA's brand new track. It's called No One's Fool.
Too many secrets in bed, lies are flying in the air. You're a user in disguise, counting all your alibis. Faith in love is just all gone, nothing to hold on. You thought I still believe in you. I am no one's fool. It's chapter 2. I can't believe it's true. I realized that you ended up as the loser.
Kamrun Auradon describes himself as a reggae, dancehall, crossover, singer, songwriter, herbalist. He was born in Clearwater, Florida, but spent his summers in the Caribbean, which explains his love of reggae music and the influence it's had on his career. But he's not just influenced by reggae greats like Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, Sean Paul, Damian Marley, and Calibuds, but add in the diversity of hip-hop artists like T.I., Jeezy, 50 Cent, and you get a really great, fun, unique talent like Kamrun. And that's exactly what he's going for. Diversity of cultures, you know, spreading happiness and joy through his music. Just to take his story a little bit further, after spending a lot of time in a southeast area of Jamaica, the community leaders renamed him Auradon, which roughly translates to ruler of energy or boss of vibes. He's hoping his music has a positive impact on people. This will definitely make you feel good. This is brand new from Kamrun Auradon. It's called Planter's Paradise, featuring Calibuds.
Them never know them a feel like ganja farmer. Me trim tree like a marijuana barber. I grade organic soil and water. They give me trees what them need. We love the planta. Cross valley to Eureka. Follow the planta. Humble County, Mendocino. Long as the sun can touch the sky and the river never dry. The seed of it touch the soil till the colors reaching.
Kelsey Kindall is a pop artist from San Francisco, but she's traveled all over the world. I mean, like literally, she's been to over 20 countries, absorbing different cultures, writing music the whole time. But then the pandemic hit, and travel came to a screeching halt. So what does a traveling songwriter do when they can't travel? Well, they produce what they've already written. That's exactly what she's been doing for much of this year. In fact, she just released her debut EP on November 20th. This track is from that EP, and she describes the song as A song about dating in your 20s while trying to find the greater purpose to life. It's kind of inspiring, actually, to anyone who may be going through a breakup or maybe just went through one. In a way, it's kind of a suck it song. You'll see what we mean. This is Kelsey Kindall with Couldn't Be Bothered.
Oh, I couldn't be bothered with you. No bad blood, but I'm not in the mood. I don't have an attitude. You're just mad I'm done with you. Oh, I couldn't be bothered with you. We just expired, no need to renew. I don't have an attitude, but I couldn't be bothered. No, couldn't be bothered with you. Hard feelings, I've had my healing, but I think you could use.
OMONOKO is a killer 4-piece alternative band from Ireland. This is really, really fresh, man. I mean, really fresh. They have a sound and right hooks that'll get stuck in your head. I mean, seriously, this track could be today's earworm. When you hear this clip, you're going to want to hear the whole song. When you hear the whole song, you're going to want to hear more tracks. This band is infectious. In a good way, not like the penicillin way. OMONOKO is a music force worldwide. Their brand new song is called Weight in Gold.
Here I go, just me and my mind, me and my mind. Felt chasing gold, me and my mind, me and my mind. We'll walk away from it all, then we can be one. Can we go where we can find our way to go?
Marya Stark is a singer, composer, multi-instrumentalist from California. She is a true artist and a storyteller. First, she's classically trained. She studied at the Arizona School for the Arts. After that, she entered Chapman Music Conservatory and graduated with a BA in music therapy. So she has a super solid foundation. But a lot of her music is inspired by her journeys in various cultures around the world. She traveled to Glastonbury on a pilgrimage to Avalon. As a result, some of her inspiration for the new album, Sapphire, comes from natural phenomena like the legend of Shalish Well, which, according to some, is said to have healing properties in the water. Some of the inspiration is also the result of a dream about, as she says, the journey in healing from the grief of ages and listening to the wisdom in the melting of the glaciers. That's huge. Inspiration for this song comes from the awesome beauty of the Northern Lights. She says she wanted to write a song about what the experience would be like if the Northern Lights were happening inside of my being. That's deep, man. This is amazing. Check out this brand new track from Marya Stark featuring Elijah Ray. This is called Stargazer.
Blazing magnetic, prismatic, wanting to say stargazer. I see you from across the way. I'm a storm chaser. Feels the burning of the flame. The colors rising, touching the endless night, painting.
Snoke is a DJ and production duo from Japan. The name comes from the fact that they were both born in snow country. Jay Lamata Suzume is featured on vocals on this track. She says that last summer she found herself working on several different collaborations with artists from Japan. This was one of them. She first heard the beat, then she started singing random made-up lyrics on top of it. That's really how the whole song got started. She says the rest of the lyrics came really quickly after that. That's pretty rare in songwriting, The great thing is what makes the whole process even more challenging is that she'd never even met Snoke in person. Like, they were literally writing this track from hundreds or thousands of miles away from each other. Snoke has been working on the new album since last year, The new album, Ponder, is scheduled to be released January of 2021. This is Snoke with Under the Moon.
We might won't get to understand it soon, and I hope I'm wrong. Hey, I've tried my best and even prayed it under the moon. I did it saying it real. I don't know what to tell ya. I don't know what to tell ya. Or do you actually see me?
Rachel Norman is a singer-songwriter and actor based in New York City. She has a number of performances under her belt all around the Big Apple. She has the kind of voice that as soon as you hear her sing the first note, it draws you in, makes you stop what you're doing and listen. You're about to hear what we mean. This is the acoustic version of Fairway Drive. This is brand new from Rachel Norman.
I'd walk for miles to see you smile. I'll see you on Fairway Drive.
Shauna Lee Hallmake is loaded with talent in a lot of different areas. She's a musician, an actress, comedian, filmmaker, and writer. She also hosts her own live variety show podcast series called We Don't Even Know. She's also the lead vocalist, songwriter, and guitar player for the band Tigers and Monkeys. As an actress, she's created TV pilots for Adult Swim and IFC networks. She's also in the romantic comedy Isn't It Romantic, released in February of 2019. Not to mention, she has an amazing voice. This song is about the fact that even though there's a lot of bad news in the news these days, we can still find something good. We just have to look for it. You know, due to the pandemic, she created the video herself from various home footage. This is Shauna Lee Hallmake with I'll Be Your Therapy.
Swimming in a love stream, floating on a daydream, weeping with the trees. You are so serious, I'll be your therapy. Ooh, you're my spectacle, let me help you breathe. I'm still so curious.
Our final feature this week is from the band Gears. They're a rock band from Miami. We featured the band's version of Living Colour's Cult of Personality, which they did with Corey Glover from Living Colour. That was in episode 53. This is one of those bands we refer to as a touring band. They usually spend a lot of time on the road. I mean, a lot of time on the road. In fact, you could almost say the road is their home. But like so many other musicians, touring is on hold for now due to COVID restrictions. They are looking forward to getting back out on the road in 2021, hopefully. But there's a song they do in every single show. It's their version of Deftones' Bored. They've been performing it live since literally their first show ever in 2014. They've always been huge fans of Deftones. They even consider the band to be one of their biggest influences. They've been doing this song live for so long, and fans love it, they just decided to record it. I mean, why not? So here you go. This is Gears' version of Bored.
Before I get bored, I get
There you go. That's this week's top 9 indie tracks. If you have a track you'd like to submit for a future episode of Song Spotlight, Be sure to hit us up on the submit page at soundkarma.com. It's karma with an H. If you heard a track you liked, be sure to download it or add it to a playlist. Literally anything you can do to help support independent music. Or share the show. And don't forget to subscribe to Sound Karma Song Spotlight. Sound Karma. All music, all artists, all the time. Thanks for watching. I'm Big Zach. Over and out.